What if I told you that OpenAI is burning billions of dollars, that ChatGPT might never become profitable, and that some analysts quietly believe ChatGPT could collapse under its own success? Yes, you heard that right. The company behind the most powerful AI in history, the tool that changed education, business, programming, and creativity forever, is losing money at a terrifying speed. Servers are bleeding cash. Training models costs more than some countries' GDP, and competition is closing in fast. So the real question is not, is AI the future? The real question is ChatGPT doomed? And by the end of this video, you might see OpenAI in a completely different light. Before we jump to conclusions, let's slow down, because this story is not simple. OpenAI didn't just appear out of nowhere. It was founded in 2015 with a bold mission: to ensure artificial intelligence benefits humanity. At first, it was a non-profit dream. Then, reality hit. AI models became bigger, training costs exploded, and idealism met capitalism. Microsoft invested billions. Cloud infrastructure became essential. And suddenly, OpenAI wasn't just a research lab anymore. It became a high-stakes business experiment. But here's the twist. The more successful ChatGPT becomes, the more expensive it becomes to run. And later in this video, I'll show you the one hidden factor that could decide whether OpenAI survives or collapses. Let's talk numbers. Training GPT-4 reportedly cost over $100 million. And that's just training. Running the model, that's where the real cost begins. Every single prompt you type requires powerful GPUs, massive data centers, cooling systems, electricity at industrial scale. Now imagine millions of users every single day. Some reports suggest OpenAI may spend hundreds of thousands of dollars per day just to keep ChatGPT running. And here's the brutal truth. Most users don't pay. Yes, there is ChatGPT Plus. Yes, there are enterprise clients. But free users generate massive demand, which means the more viral ChatGPT becomes, the higher the operational cost climbs. It's a paradox of success. Now, here is where things get interesting. Because OpenAI is not fighting alone. Microsoft invested billions, reportedly over $10 billion, into OpenAI. Why? Because AI is the next battlefield. Microsoft integrated OpenAI into Azure, into Bing, into Office, into Copilot. This wasn't charity. It was strategic. Microsoft isn't just supporting OpenAI, it is deeply tied to its survival. And this changes everything. Because OpenAI burns money, Microsoft absorbs part of the shock. But here's the tension. What happens if the burn rate outpaces the revenue growth? What happens if investors start demanding profits instead of promises? That's when pressure turns into panic. There's another hidden monster in this story. GPUs. Advanced AI models run on highly specialized chips, mostly from NVIDIA. And guess what? There's a global shortage. Training large models requires thousands of GPUs running simultaneously. Inference, also do, answer your prompts, also consumes massive compute. As demand for AI explodes worldwide, so does competition for hardware. Google wants them, Meta wants them, Anthropic wants them, startups want them. GPUs became the new oil, which means scaling AI isn't just about software, it's about supply chains. And supply chains break. If hardware becomes too expensive, margins shrink. If margins shrink, sustainability becomes fragile. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Google, the company that basically owns the internet. When ChatGPT launched, Google reportedly declared a code red. Soon after, they released Bard, now Gemini. Meta released Llama models. Anthropic launched Claude. Open source models are improving rapidly. And here's the scary part. AI is becoming commoditized. If multiple companies offer similar capabilities, price becomes the battlefield, and price wars destroy margins. Just look at cloud computing. Just look at ride-sharing. Just look at streaming. High infrastructure, high competition, low profits. Could AI follow the same path? Some analysts whisper something even more dramatic. What if this is a bubble? We've seen this before. Dot-com bubble, crypto hype cycles, NFT explosions, massive investment, high sky valuations, future promises, and then reality. If AI fails to generate sustainable profits fast enough, valuations could deflate. Not because AI is useless, but because expectations were unrealistic. Markets punish overhype, and OpenAI sits at the center of that hype. Not so fast, because while costs are massive, revenue is growing too. ChatGPT Plus subscriptions, enterprise API access, corporate integrations, licensing deals. Businesses are embedding AI into workflows. Developers are building AI-powered products. Entire startups are being built on OpenAI's infrastructure. And here's the shift. OpenAI is not just a chatbot company. It's becoming an AI platform. And platforms scale differently. If OpenAI becomes the AWS of AI, profitability could explode. But if it fails to dominate infrastructure, it becomes just another AI provider. And that's a dangerous place to be. Let's imagine the worst case. Costs continue rising. Competition lowers prices. Governments impose regulations. Energy prices spike. Users shift to cheaper open-source models. Revenue growth slows. Investors panic. Valuation drops. Layoffs begin. Innovation slows. Momentum dies. And slowly, the company that changed the world gets absorbed by a tech giant or fades into the background. Not because the technology failed, but because the economics didn't work. History is full of brilliant technologies that lost the business war. Now, imagine the opposite. OpenAI optimizes infrastructure. Custom AI chips reduce costs. Enterprise adoption explodes. Governments partner instead of restrict. AI becomes embedded in every device: education, healthcare, law, engineering. OpenAI becomes the intelligence layer of the internet. Costs per query drop dramatically, margins increase, and suddenly, the billions burned today become the foundation of a trillion-dollar empire. Because sometimes you have to burn fuel to reach orbit. So, what decides the outcome? Not hype, not fear, efficiency. The company that wins AI will be the one that reduces cost per intelligence unit faster than competitors. This is an arms race, not just for smarter models, but for cheaper intelligence. And right now, the race is still on. So, is OpenAI burning billions? Yes. Is ChatGPT expensive to run? Absolutely. Is it doomed? Not necessarily. Because we are watching something rare, a technological revolution being built in real time. It could collapse. It could dominate. And we won't know until the economics settle. But here's the real twist. If OpenAI falls, AI doesn't disappear. Someone else takes the throne. And that battle is already happening. In fact, in the next video, we're breaking down which AI company is most likely to control the future. And the answer might surprise you.